Hi there, film fans. How are we doing? We having a good day? Let's talk movies. All right, so the backup plan was released in 2010, so it is kind of an older film, which makes it a little bit harder to find. I will be honest. It's on Amazon to rent for like $3 or $4. It's on Paramount Plus if you have Showtime, and then if you have Amazon with Showtime, you can watch it for free there. I don't know if Showtime has its own app. I haven't heard anything about it, so I'm assuming they don't have their own streaming service. So yeah, but this is the movie we're talking about. Okay, now it is PG-13, but that does not mean people over 13 should see it. Um, I mean, you guys are gonna know your kids. I personally don't recommend it as a family film. It is about a woman who wants to have a child, and so she uses a backup plan to get that child, and then things kind of happen. It is a rom com, um, and honestly, it's really just this one scene. I feel like maybe a 16-year-old could enjoy a 16-year-old girl. I don't think a 16-year-old boy could handle it, just because there is a difference in maturity. I mean, if you have a boy who's super mature, then by all means. But I would not let Sarah watch it. I would have to talk to her very much about the scene as well. It takes place in, it's not a barn. The male lead makes cheese. It's not like a That's not a big plot release that I'm telling you, but he makes cheese, and it takes place in the place where he stores his cheese. So if you're watching it with kids and that scene comes up, maybe have them close their ears and their eyes for a little bit. Take a potty break for them. Um, I was trying to figure out as I was talking about this, um, what type of setting would be a great setting for this. Um, I'm not even 100% sure. Like for a girls' night, it would be good, just because um, one, that scene is super awkward, but two, like, I don't know. It does talk about childbirth and child rearing, and it talks about how important a support system is, and I love that. I think that's awesome. It has a great cast. It has Jennifer Lopez in it. Then there is also Suki St. James. I can't think of her real name. Melissa McCartney in it. Um, the lead male, I don't know what else I've seen him in. Um, I will say, like, it could be a good date night, maybe. I think what this movie is good for, it would be like to have discussions about it, like the situations that arise in here. It talks about single parenthood. It talks about blended families a little bit. It talks about how relationships change during pregnancy and childbirth, and it talks about how, like, how some commitment phobias kind of pop up, and some fears and from past experiences. Like it's a good like overcome. It talks about how important support is and communicating with everyone. Um, there is one birthing scene in it. It's actually hilarious. Um, so caution on that. Um, there's not a ton of language in there. They do play bloopers during the credits, which makes me love the movie more. Um, and then, like, I do think it would be really good to kind of start discussions with your friends and people on, like, what you think about these things. And I think that's a good way to go about it. Um, I think it talks about starting a family in a way that is not very common in Hollywood, or that people talk about as much. I mean, they might start talking about it more, just because this is a day and age where we don't really hide things, but I still don't think this one gets enough attention. Um, I do thoroughly enjoy this movie. Like, I've seen it many a times. Um, the soundtrack is not anything particularly special now that I'm thinking about it. Um, it does have laughing moments. It has kind of moments. I will say, trigger warning if you are someone who deals with infertility, because they don't really necessarily talk about infertility, but I know, like, as someone who does have infertility issues, there are times, especially like, because my mood goes this way, and if I'm at a low point and I watch this movie, it makes me really upset. Um, like, but if I'm not in a low point, I'm okay watching this film. It doesn't make me upset or anything. Um, so I just trigger warning for that. I mean, there's not child loss at all, but it does talk about fertility in a roundabout way. It's not necessarily infertility. Um, so I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to tell you about this movie. It's very interesting. They talk about like some pet stuff too, just because that's the nature of the female lead's job. That is kind of interesting. Like Cesar Chavez, that dog trainer guy, is in it for like 30 seconds. Um, but no, it's interesting. It's like a good, interesting one. Um, if you have kids, watch it first. 100%. Honestly, I don't think I would let any of my nieces and nephews watch it. I mean, I might let the ones I'm going to go see in Florida watch it. Maybe. If they'd want to, I would show it to them, but I wouldn't force them to watch it. Um, so I just very much watch it first. I personally enjoy watching this alone. I think I'd feel uncomfortable watching with other people, but I do think that it could generate a good discussion. Like what I thought about is like if this was a book club, watching it as the book club book, I think would be really really good. But there is no like movie club where you watch movies and discuss movies. Um, which I would be all for if this channel wanted to do that one day. Like I'll go live and we can talk about a movie, but um, I would need more people to have seen it because of spoilers. But yeah, I do think this one is worth a shot if you can emotionally handle it. There is no infant loss again, so like it's not that kind of a thing. Just I know sometimes watching movies about childbirth and being pregnant is hard on people who can't do that. So, just that, but if you can handle it and you can watch it, I say watch it. I hope you enjoy the film. Bye.